Uh, uh. Well, I got the news this morning, as I'm sure a lot of you did. Today is a big day. It is the end of Finale Music. They have officially announced that Finale is no more. So I think I actually brought up something relevant to this topic in my live stream last Saturday. I stream every Saturday around 6 p.m. on YouTube. Come check it out if you'd like to see it. So let's just take a look at what I said. That's a really difficult part about beginning about beginning a piece, because like once you start manipulating the material within your program, whether it's like Sibelius, Dorico, Finale, Logic. If you're a film composer, you're probably using Logic or Ableton or whatever. That has its own effect on your music, that process, like the tools that are available to you in that program, what is easy to do in one program versus easy to do in another program. That has an effect on how your piece is going to turn out, how your music is going to turn out. So just to kind of make that point a little bit clearer, I do feel like as a creator, you can be manipulated by the method you use to put the idea down. You see writers sometimes talk about they prefer to handwrite versus typing it up, because handwriting, it takes more work to put a word down versus hitting backspace in like a word processor, right? And I think it's the same thing with music notation programs. Like I've been using Finale since 2015. In that time, my music has certainly developed. I've changed a lot of the ways I compose, but at the same time, I've learned to really utilize certain tools that Finale has to explore my material. Like I really love the transpose function in Finale, and I know that I can use it to really move material wherever I want to, and I can hear it in different places. I really love the staff styles in Finale, where I know that if I want spoken word, I know exactly the best way that I like to see it formatted. This isn't to diss Dorico or Sibelius. I'm sure that all of this is possible in those programs. I kind of need it to be possible in those programs, to be honest. I thought maybe, I don't know, I just wanted to show off like this one piece. This is really my most complicated piece that I ever put together in Finale. I'm really concerned that I will probably never be able to manipulate or have access to the score once Finale's gone. So here, let me pull up the PDF. I thought maybe, I don't know, this would be a decent example of something that, might be more difficult to make outside of Finale. Like we have box notation, we have splitting it up into two different staves, a single stave. This is a perfect example of a strength in Finale, which is staff styles, right? I'll pull up the Finale document. Some of the spacing has changed just because I haven't opened this in a while, but it's pretty much exactly how it looks in the score. I don't have to fight too much with Finale. I can decide where things are. I can drag things around. I don't know. It feels very tactile and obvious to me. I'm not saying that another program couldn't do this. It's just this is the one I know, right? This is the one I know. And it's so nice to be able to simply say, okay, like, I want, single line stabs going into this. I want spoken word here and here. And just the way my music works, like that's what I needed to do, right? But the bigger question is why, right? Why do I have these ideas about music? It's kind of like the chicken and the egg. Like what came first? My desire to format it like this, or me knowing that I had the ability to do it, and I could, sort of like program or brain, like I knew how I could get the program to do what I wanted to do in this situation. I think really, this highlights the importance of just maintaining some flexibility within your own creative practice to be able to change programs, whether you want to or not. In this case, certain things happen, and it's helpful to be able to compose on paper, to be able to compose in a DAW, to be able to compose, in any situation where, you might need to. Of course, we have our preferences, and I'm going to have to, find some new preferences now. But Yeah, just keep an open mind for sure. I'm trying to keep an open mind about this. But even if you are not a Finale user, even if you're a Dorico user, there's a chance that Dorico, is going to fail, is going to change significantly, and you have to be ready and prepared to accept that because unfortunately, we aren't writing with paper and pencil anymore. And even then, sometimes you lose your paper. You'd have to use someone else's paper or use someone else's pencil. Certain things happen. So I think it's worth keeping in mind just to stay flexible in all situations, especially as a musician and as a creator, because you never know what's around the corner. Yeah. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that's a good way to end it. Yep. Check out my live stream every Saturday. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.